Hi everybody, my name is Valencia. This is the first video I'm doing in a bunch of videos kind of detailing some important, not events, but kind of things that have happened in my life that have shaped me and kind of led to where I currently am. Some of those major categories are from my adoption when I was 2.5 to kind of growing up in a predominantly white neighborhood, school, and a white family, and then moving away from home to the college stage of life and what that meant for me, and then kind of right now where I'm changing from the college life to adult life, as in getting a full-time job and working 40 hours a week. So that's where I'm right now, considering I'm graduating in December in just about 2 months. Oh, actually it's November now. So it's like 1 month. It's like 1.5 months. Oh my gosh, time's flying by. Wow. 1.5 months. Sorry, got distracted there. So 1.5 months, I'll be graduated. Anyway, so that's kind of what the point of these videos are going to be. Kind of just getting to know, for those of you that have known me for a while, that may not have known some of the things I've gone through, you get a chance to know the real me. And if you knew me during one of my stages where I was kind of through an identity crisis, or I was really weird, or I was super not myself, you'll kind of hopefully get an understanding of why and what I was going through, because I know I lost a few good friends just because of some things that I went through. I didn't handle them the best way because I didn't know how. I'm a very introvert person, if you know me. If you're really close to me, I seem like an extrovert because I feel comfortable around you. But for the most part, when it comes, even with my close best friends, when it comes to talking about my feelings, I'm extremely introvert. I don't like talking about my feelings to anybody. So this is going to be very hard and new. I'll probably cry at least 10 times during these videos because I'm a very emotional person, so I think that's why I always keep my emotions suppressed, because when I can't handle them, I just cry. So I cry a lot. So I think this is kind of why I want to do these videos, just to kind of get all the feelings and thoughts I've had for 22 years out, just because it's kind of impacted me, keeping them all inside, and impacted relationships, impacted just where I am. It's great that, I wouldn't change anything, because I think all the memories and all the things that happen, even the good and the bad, have shaped me to who I am. So I regret losing some people as close friends. There's a couple people that I really, really miss as friends, but I don't regret it, because losing them kind of made me tougher in a sense, kind of gave me the strength to be like, okay, it's okay to not have them. You don't need them to be you. And I think that's what some of those friendships were. It was like I needed them to be myself. But that's a whole other story for another time, getting a little bit too far ahead of myself. So for the first part, I think I just want to give you some background from me. Born in Philadelphia, raised hour north of Philadelphia, so I love Philadelphia. I love my Philadelphia sports teams, minus the 76ers. I just never really got into them. Not because they suck, because honestly, all the Philadelphia teams have sucked for some time during my lifetime. So, I still love them. I still watch them, but come on. At least I got to attend the Phillies World Series. Got to see them win the World Series. So I at least got to see one championship win in my lifetime. So I think I'm content. I would love to see them all before I die. But some people can't even say that they saw one of their city's teams win a championship in their lifetime. So I guess I can't complain too much. So grew up around the Philadelphia area. I was adopted at 2.5. Before that, I was in foster care. I was in foster care all my life up until 2.5. Like right after I was born, I was taken into foster care. I was in foster care out in Lancaster, very rural, very Amish Mennonite area. So I wore dresses all the time. I lived with a family. They were parents and they had their own kids. So I guess they were considered my foster siblings. And I have actually a few memories from when I was under 2.5 and I lived with them. So one of the memory involves food. Of course, I love to eat. One of them involves food. The neighbor about two houses down, I don't think it was right next door because I remember walking a little bit. I'm not sure how far, but it might have been next door, but not like city next door. But we used to walk there, and she used to make pretzels and candies. So we used to go there and get some, and she used to give us some. So that was kind of one of those memories that I remember. It kind of steams my love for pretzels. I love pretzels, especially chocolate covered pretzels. Um, that's that. And then I also have one memory with one of my foster brothers. Not, I don't, I have two. Ethan and Dustin were their names. 98% sure that was their name, so embarrassing if it's not. But one of them, the one that was closest to me, I think he was only like maybe 2 years older than me, maybe a little bit more. Not sure exactly. Haven't seen them in so long. But his name, one of them who was closest to me, Ethan or Dustin, there used to be a saddle there that we used to sit on, and we used to pretend that we were on the imaginary horse. There was a name for it, but sadly, I don't remember that. I'd be surprised if I did, considering I was 2.5, and I probably didn't even pronounce it right, or I don't even know. So I don't remember the name of the imaginary horse that we had, but we used to pretend that we were riding around on the imaginary horse, and that we were cowgirls and cowboys. So that's kind of another memory that I have. Really, the only two memories that I have. I do have a photo album that they made for me when I was adopted of photos of me during those 2.5 years growing up with them. So those are kind of like memories, but not like memories that are put into my brain, not memories that I remembered on my own. Just kind of like, hey, there's a picture of you doing this. Oh, yeah, I remember that, but not really. That's kind of what that photo album is. So it's nice to have because, like, I kind of remember. I don't even know if I really remember. I think it's kind of just one of those things where you hear it so many times that it becomes a part of your memory. And I think that's what those are. But, like, some of the pictures, which I'm going home next Tuesday to my parents' new house. They just moved, sadly. They moved out of our childhood home. That was kind of a sad ordeal. Just really sad, but I'm gonna try not to cry because I cry a lot. But yeah, so they just moved, so I'm gonna go there. Me and my boyfriend are going down to see my parents at their new place, and I will maybe bring back some photos. They haven't completely unpacked yet because my dad's remodeling it, so I'm not sure where my photo albums are. I have 12 of them that my parents have kept over the last 22 years of my life. So I hopefully will maybe find some fun photos to share, just kind of my life in the earlier stages. I don't want to get too far ahead. So of the pre 5-year-old Valencia, because I'll be talking about the 2.5 to 5-year-old Valencia in my next video, because that's kind of my adoption and my early childhood memories, kind of getting acclimated and kind of what I remember. And then also it's going to be helpful when I go home. I can talk to my mom about kind of how I adjusted and stuff like that, because I don't remember all of it and all the adjusting that I had. So that's kind of what the next video is going to be like. This video was kind of short just because it's my first one. I didn't quite know what to talk about, but I'll be back. So thank you guys for watching this first video.